What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Foreplay Podcast. With me to my right this time is
Michael.
Michael Papa Constantino. To my left, in the blue.
Oh yeah,
my name.
I'm Kevin.
That's
Hello.
That's hi, Kevin.
How are
And then that kid in the Call of Duty ghost shirt, the worst Call of Duty in recent years, possibly ever.
Dust.
Yeah, you're talking real into that mic.
Looks like Call of Duty dust. All right, great.
Yeah,
Great talk.
whisper sweet nothings into me, Nick. All right, so this is a conversational topical show that's broken into 4 different topics. On Monday, you're going to hear a little foreplay for the week of what's to come. Tuesday is a talk time topic, so we can talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. Wednesday is a would you rather that we debate and question. And Thursday is a do you know, should you know topic or question that we debate if we actually know it ourselves, and then if everyone in the world should know it themselves. You want to come back to youtube.com/4playvideo to watch the video every week. The full episode will air on Friday. The segment's broken out during the week. And hopefully, if we're able to have it up on iTunes and other podcast services on Friday, the audio version going live on Friday. So, Nick, give us a little foreplay for the week. What are we talking about today?
So this week, I think our talk time is going to be a little bit about middle school, some experiences like that. Or would you rather? I have kind of an idea that has to do with money and life, so that's pretty exciting.
Okay.
And then our do you know, should you know has to do with some shit.
That's all you got.
I can't. If I give it away now, anything I say will give it away.
Well, you spoiled mine last week. So
I did spoil yours last week.
Mm. All right.
Nah.
So let's see what the fuck Nick wants to talk about today. We'll be right back with the talk time topic.
This week on Talk Time, I decided that we should talk about our worst middle school experience. And I'll gladly open up the panel just to get things moving.
One of the worst things that immediately popped into my head, no one saw it, but at our middle school, there was like a mall where you would walk across to go from one side of the building to the other.
A courtyard.
And it was snowing and it was icy, and I just completely fucking bombed and ate it.
No, that
And
was.
No one was.
Was
Yeah.
it the mall in high school?
Both of the schools
I think
had
both
one.
had it, yeah.
Just nobody went into the one in middle school.
Yeah, we definitely had a courtyard in the middle.
Like
Definitely.
you wouldn't
Yeah.
like you wouldn't walk in between there
Oh,
during
yeah, no, I
classes,
remember
but
it,
they
yeah.
used it for like I don't know.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Mhm.
I got
Yeah.
you. All right.
Yeah. We had, because that's where we took pictures in 8th grade
Yeah,
graduation.
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
exactly. That's the
Maybe-
only
maybe
time
it-
I think I've ever been in it.
Exactly.
Gotcha. All right.
Okay, maybe I did eat it in high school then. I don't even know.
Might have been, but there was a
Doesn't
courtyard
matter
in both,
either
so
way,
you
you're-
definitely
Yeah.
didn't make up anything.
Let's
there.
get back to you eating complete shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
sounds great.
that was bad, but no one was there, so it was fine.
All right,
Middle
that's
school
all
was a complete joke, though. What was good about middle school?
Well,
Yeah, it was a lot of awkward times, and I have a lot of like really bad times in middle school. I feel like, but I can't think of one.
That was particularly bad.
That's when me and Mike
I don't know.
really were in full
We were
swing.
booming.
Boom, might say I had lunch detention maybe 17 days for that year. I got MS6s out the ass, if you remember what MS6s were.
No one knows what MS6 is.
Yeah, well, I was going to get to that.
Okay,
Nick.
Okay.
It was the start of MS13.
Yeah, it was a local middle school gang. No, an MS6 was just the write-up, basically, that would go on your record. And now I'm affected by that later in life. I got them for all sorts of things. We had lunch detention. You had it with me too, right? Did you get it too? Yeah. Because we
I
were
can just
fucking...
imagine you guys.
We were derelicts. We used to have an initiation at our table. You would take the little thing on a water bottle, not the cap. There's that other little metal ring, that plastic ring.
The plastic ring, yeah.
Turn it inside out,
It's
and
got,
then
like, the sharp
fucking
edges on
yeah,
it.
and then brand people with them.
Wow.
And one of the kid got like a
Pretty
permanent
hardcore.
scar. I'm not gonna say names here if you remember.
First
but
name?
I don't even want
No,
to say
you didn't
anything.
Say first name?
But yeah,
Camille.
something like that.
So bad.
No, Charlie was the worst with it though, because he just liked inflicting pain on people.
Yeah.
He
So that
mellowed
was like
out.
his
He
thing.
mellowed
Yeah.
out later, definitely. But yeah, middle school, high school.
The highlight of middle school was I went on that people to people trip to England, Ireland, and Wales.
Okay.
And I never found out how I got invited to go on that, but someone told me once that a teacher recommended you. So I think my 7th grade teachers, I think like my icebreaker was like, I like to travel on like the first day.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe one of them knew about the program, and then
The
they
program.
referred
The-
me,
the
the program,
The fucking program.
and they invited me, but I never found out if they actually did. I never went back and asked them. And I remember I was driving on my permit, and me and my dad were at the Coles in our town, and this woman walked by. It was pouring rain. She walks in front of the car, and she just stops and stares at me. And she like freaks out and like starts waving. I was like, who the fuck is that? And then like 10 minutes later, it clicked that I think it was one of my 7th grade teachers. And now I feel like I've just been putting these pieces together. I guess she was the one who recommended me for that, but it was 20 days to England, Ireland, and Wales when I was fucking, what were we, 12?
Something like that. 12, 13, 14.
I want to wait for 20 days. It's insane. I didn't know. Thank God I went on it. It was a very expensive trip, and thankfully I got people to pay for that for me, but it was like, fuck, I wish I could do that now. I'd appreciate it more. I went to like 30 castles. I mean, I was
That's
bored.
the same way I feel because I was in 7th grade when we went to Greece. Like,
I remember that, yeah.
yeah, me and my family, but
Didn't
Like,
appreciate it as much.
yeah, it didn't. Like, I got like a good experience out of it, but it didn't really hit me the way it should have. Like,
Yeah.
if I went now, oh
Yeah, relish
love
every
it.
moment.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's part of life. Learning to appreciate that stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like
That's a blessing in itself.
8th grade. I hated 8th grade. It's just all stupid. All of middle school was stupid. We used to play a game called Smallpox. And it was basically tag. And you would give smallpox to the other person. I think this was in 7th grade. But if you went injection and injected yourself by shooting yourself in the arm with a fake needle, you were clear.
That is a very
That's how I
what's-
spent.
What
unorthodox
stopped people
game.
from just injecting themselves? Like, why wouldn't you just inject
That is-
Yeah,
yourself?
but that was only temporary.
That's a crazy
Ah.
twist on the
Tag.
classic
So
game of
that,
tag.
yeah, so that's what we did in 7th grade. 6th grade, I was a derelict, and 8th grade was just dumb.
Do you remember Tippy Tuesday?
Oh my god.
I don't know if I ever.
Yeah, I remember that.
The
was the
main
worst
thing I
day.
remember from that is the gym teachers freaking out. Like,
Yeah.
mostly the women gym teachers freaking out. Like, what is your obsession
Why are you guys
with
doing that?
Yeah,
For
with
those,
flicking each other's genitals.
yes. So for those who don't know what Tippy Tuesday was, it was Tuesday was the day to hit each other in the pangus, right in the cock.
Which, there you go. Thank you.
What would you say? What's a pangus?
Who's the pingus? Yeah, exactly.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Exactly. It's evolved now. It's actually more than just the
Hate
penis. Pangus is genitals. It could be of the female or male variety. Nicholas.
But I'll get to my worst moment from middle school. Now, young Kevin, 12 years old, walking into 6th grade, first time at lunch.
Mr. Malpez.
Yeah. Oh God. Awesome. Walk into they had like the main lunch line or whatever, and then they had there was like a little like offset one that had like a bunch of just like goodies and stuff over there. So I walked over to that one. I'm walking down this line. I get to the ice cream part. I look in and there are, remember the Dixie cups? Like it was half chocolate, half vanilla.
Oh, yeah, the
And
big
they,
ones.
they had like the little ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My first day of 6th grade, they had ones that were literally gigantic, and they were only like 69 cents or whatever. So I got one, and it was phenomenal. And then like a week later, they passed like a bill where they had to clean up the lunch foods or whatever, and
they got
schools,
rid of
and
all.
they got rid of it.
So I was I was trying to figure out where this went to the worst moment in middle school.
They
It
got
all
rid of
sounded
them.
Really good.
So every lunch after that, until they introduced taco soup.
No,
Oh, taco soup was great.
didn't fuck with that.
Yeah, taco soup
Neither
was
did I.
awesome.
Well, I couldn't have it, but
Yeah.
Oh, couldn't you have?
cheese.
Oh.
It
Everyone was
There's
obsessed.
just melted cheese
We
inside
would
soup.
have basically it was essentially just chili, but we all thought it was
The coolest thing ever.
incredible.
Yeah.
We would have like
Did they call it taco soup?
Yeah.
And pizza soup.
Yeah.
we'd be at.
Pizza soup, too.
I never had the pizza, but
Pizza was just as good, honestly.
at my table at it was 8th grade, I think. 8th grade lunch. We had literally just stacks of the taco cups. Like we would just come with like a shit ton of money on that day and friggin' buy a crap ton. It was
Ugh.
awesome.
It grossed me out. I never bought lunch ever. I think I was so picky. I used to only eat cheese sandwiches.
Oh,
Just
I don't even remember that.
yeah. Well, you remember me in my Spider-Man lunchbox? That was like
Steve.
elementary school.
First time I ever met you, you had a Spider-Man lunchbox, and your
cool.
hair was slicked over,
Oh, 6th grade was
and you
yeah.
had your glasses on.
Actually, that was. We want to talk about bad moments. 6th grade was when I had hair down to my. Well, everyone did.
That's true.
Hair down to
Everyone,
my
myself
fucking
included.
shoulders.
Oh yeah, I regret that. I had hair down to freaking
What about Tommy?
Tommy tried to
Yeah.
imitate your hairdo because you had the part
Yeah.
and you rocked the part. It looked awesome.
Yeah, Mike, you had a fucking head of hair. My God, it was like unbelievable when you took it all off.
I guess a close second for my worst moment in middle school was when I had a lacerated kidney and I had to spend 5 days in the hospital.
When the fuck was
Yeah,
that?
I
I
didn't
didn't
know
know
that
that
either.
happened.
Yeah.
Ryan stepped on his kidney.
Well,
Who?
no, it happened in Pop Warner football
Someone's-
practice.
Oh yeah, you guys were on a different league than me.
Yeah, it was
Till
it was
8th
in
grade.
football practice. I went to go make a tackle and like it had just so happened it was my cousin who I was tackling. But when I went to go make the tackle, his legs like and his feet kind of like dragged behind him, and I landed on my side where his I don't know how to describe this, where his like heel was pointing up. And it jammed into my side
Backed
when
into
when I landed it. Oh my God! And it just
Oof.
I was pissing blood and all kinds
Oh,
of shit.
Jesus.
It was
so
great.
scary as like a 12-year-old.
What does it feel like to have a period as a male?
It was honestly, it didn't feel any different.
You just saw blood.
It was
and
just
you're
my
like, something's wrong.
It was just like tea colored.
Oh wow,
So
that's
I knew
scary.
something was
Yeah,
wrong.
That
Yeesh.
just made me gag a little bit.
It's
Yeah.
pretty rough.
It's pretty cool.
Did anyone have a good moment? I mean, mine was going on the trip, but that didn't have anything to do with school. That was just at the same time frame.
Dated Brooke back in the day.
Yeah.
You remember that? 8th grade. That was a time.
Sure didn't come close to dating nobody in middle school.
I dated
Sure didn't. My bowl cut would not allow that. Even though that thing perpetuated into high school for, I think. I don't even know. I don't know
You
why
were
my
a-
parents let me leave the house.
You were a freaking you were a character
You were a
freshman
hero.
year of high
Yeah.
school.
People think I'm a character now.
goddamn hero.
Anyway,
High school's a whole nother topic.
My worst moments. I had 2 worst moments. One was in 6th grade, Malpaz. I don't know if you remember Kevin with curls.
no.
No, I can't. I don't want to say
Not
last
important.
names. Huh? Not important.
Continue.
We had a project where we had to make board games, and he made a board game, and one of his tools, like his pieces that were involved, were thumbtacks, right? So I'm playing with this kid Vinny, who's a wrestler, all that. I know what I'm talking about. No, that one.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm playing with this kid Vinny. I'm playing with this kid Kevin, who made the game. I'm playing with someone else. I don't remember who it is. And one of the thumbtacks get taken off the board, and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna move this over here because it's gonna be a bad situation later on, guaranteed. So I thought I moved it out of the way perfectly. Anyways, a few more minutes go by, and I have something bad happen to my piece or whatever. I'm like, oh dang it! Slap right down on the thumbtack, right through this part of my hand. I was like, wow, freaking great. So I went up to my teacher. I was like, yo, teacher, I have to go to the nurse.
This thing is in my hand.
This thing's in my hand. And the kid Vinny was, oh my God, Nick's like a beast. He's not even flinching that he just stabbed this thing through his hand. And then I got it removed and everything was okay. But anyways, it was a rough moment. Second worst moment.
It made me think of mine after you do yours.
Of course. Second worst moment was I had a period of time in 8th grade where I referred to myself in the third person. I literally was just like, Nesser believes this is whatever, XYZ. I literally spoke in the third person. And I sat, I don't know what was up with
What
me.
compels somebody to
I had
do something?
no idea what compelled
Can
me
you
to
just do that for the rest of this?
Nick believes that's a bad idea. So
Don't make
Nick's
him
not
worse
gonna
than
do
he
that.
is.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was sitting with James in our fantasy league, and other kids of that group. I'm trying to remember everyone. There's like Brendan. Vinny.
Irrelevant.
Yeah, it's irrelevant. And I would just speak in the third person. No one told me that was freaking weird. And I just went on going through the year like an a-hole, and I realized, what am I doing? So that was my other worst moment.
Because nobody wants to fuck with the kid that's speaking in third person. That's the kid that shoots
scared.
up to school.
God.
Didn't you have chest hair on the first day of 6th grade?
I had armpit hair since 3rd grade.
The greatest.
Oh, what?
This is a Nick fun fact here. Nick, I think this was because I was
4th grade.
Yeah, I was in
Fourth grade.
I was in his 3rd grade and his 4th grade class, I think.
Definitely 4th grade at
Yeah,
least because
his-
you ruined my life in 4th grade.
That's a whole nother
That's a whole
story.
nother story to get into.
4th grade. This is just a Nick little tidbit here.
Oh God.
Nick all of a sudden, like one day, just decides to reveal to me that he has armpit hair growing under one arm and nothing growing underneath the other. So he just had a bush of hair under his right arm, and then there was literally just nothing under the other one. There was
Puberty came quick.
Yeah.
For one side of you.
One side of it.
I don't even remember. I couldn't tell you possibly when I got my
Yeah.
first armpit hair.
Yeah, I
No
don't
idea.
even remember.
Well, I was taller than everyone until like 7th grade.
And now you're.
Now I'm the shortest kid. Me and Chris. Standing tall at 5'5" 3/4", which I round up to 5'6".
You're.
That's what crack does to you. It
Mhm.
stunts your growth, dude.
That's what lifting does too. I can't believe my father let me lift weights at 13.
Oh my God.
It's a serious
Your
problem.
your thumb stacks. Your
Wait,
thumb,
is that a true thing that stunts your growth?
Yeah, I
if you
think
lift
it does. I
early?
don't know how true that is, honestly. I heard that, but I don't know how true that is.
your thumbtack story made me reveal that I'm permanently scarred, and this happened in 6th grade.
Mentally or physically?
Both.
But
Physically, on my hand, there's a little puncture from a pencil. Don't know how good that is. In our middle schools, there was like adjoined classrooms that were separated by a movable like wood wall that the doors would like bend into each other. So we were switching classes, and they would open it a little bit, and then you'd have to just like walk by students really tight. And this kid was coming at me with a pencil with the point probably 4 or 5 inches long, sticking out of his notebook, and it went into my right index finger, and now I have permanent just green. I guess that's a lead from the pencil there. So that's a good happy memory that I'll always have from 6th grade. Also, good 6th grade story is where I got the name Zimmy,
oh my
which is it used to be a lot of handles on my Xbox and such usernames. On the first day of school, I wouldn't tell my teacher my name for some reason. Don't really have an answer as to why, but he decided to call me Zimbabwe after the country in Africa. Don't know the correlation.
Mr. Kidney.
Yeah, he's a very nice man. Served me my first drink on my 21st birthday. Fun fact.
that's
Oh, I
awesome.
forgot about that.
That's
That's
awesome.
right.
And my 22nd birthday, which is really weird in the same table. Irrelevant.
Yeah, that's...
But
Kinda
yeah, so
weird,
he
man.
called me Zimmy, and everyone used to call me Zimmy throughout middle school and some people in high school, which is very weird.
Was
What?
it at the same bar?
It was at Longhorn Steakhouse.
Both times?
Yeah. I love me some Longhorn Steakhouse. Me and my
So
daddy.
he lives there?
He works there.
Oh.
Waiter.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah.
makes a lot more sense.
One of the best days in middle school, though, was he brought his PlayStation 2 in for us to have a Gran Turismo tournament for
Yeah.
some reason.
Awesome. That is actually really cool.
And I was like, oh, we're going to play games at school? I've been a gamer all my life. Taking the ship
Oh, yeah.
home.
Did you win?
So, get
No.
through the first round. Caked. Racing. I never played PlayStation 2 before. This made me get a PlayStation 2 and Gran Turismo after that tournament. I think I played it for maybe an hour once I got the whole system and everything, but it's basically me. So second day starts. It's the second round or whatever. And I had the first race of the day versus this girl, Kelly, a friend of ours. And I blow her out of the water in the first lap. And it was always 1 lap races. I guess on the second day he forgot to change his thing, so it was 2 laps. So I finished the first lap. I spin out to show off like an asshole.
Oh,
She blows past me because I guess she knew it was 2 laps, and boom, lost the race. And I felt like the biggest asshole. And I thought that was my moment to shine, to be the cool kid because we were playing games in school. But no,
fucking blew it.
sure wasn't.
The funny thing that I thought about that, though, because we had the same class, but it's just kids in middle school, I feel like, didn't have as much patience for that game when it comes to other video games compared to that one. You know what I mean? Because Gran Turismo is, like, more
Oh,
realistic.
Sim, yeah.
Yeah. And it's just, like, he took it very seriously,
Oh, very seriously.
which is kind of funny to me.
I guess I can't pinpoint knowledge I learned from middle school and I actually applied it. But I guess I picked up something. I don't think I learned anything in middle school, though.
My 7th grade teacher was pretty good.
I had
I had Mr.
The teachers
H.
were fine. Actually, in 7th grade, I think I know the Greek alphabet.
There you go.
Or at least I know the end of it for a song. Epsilon Zeta Eta Theta Iota Captalandum Mu Xi Omicron Pi Rho Sigma Tau Upsilon
You made up
Phi
two of those
Chi
at least.
Psi Omega. Let me hear you say
Omegle.
Omegle.
Omegle. Is that right, Mike?
I have no fucking clue. I'm the wrong person to ask, to be honest.
All right, so middle school sucked. End point, waste of time. Should have learned real stuff.
I got the okay. All right, one of my worst moments is getting the nickname Caveman.
From who?
Wait, when the fuck did you
Yeah,
have that?
how did that happen?
I
That
remember
was kind of hard when you can't say names.
Yeah. But why did he?
It was probably 7th grade because it wasn't that. I forget. We
Like Tommy's sister's friends.
Why they call you Caveman?
Because I had
He had
the
the long
parted
hair.
hair.
Oh, yeah.
And the
Makes
olive
sense.
skin.
Yeah, makes sense. I'll allow it. I didn't have any nicknames besides Zimmy.
So then I started calling her Pocahontas because she looked like an Indian.
I think I know who you're
She
talking
started
about.
getting pissed off. So I was like, fair game, all right.
All right, fuck middle school. We'll be right back with Nick's Would You Rather question to debate. Switch music.
What is that? I gotta get a
Beer.
All right, Nick. What is the Would You Rather question for the week?
The would you rather for this week is: would you rather spend the next 10 years of your life being filthy rich, as much money as you could ever want, but then you die in 10 years, or you get to live another 60 years, however, like as you are, like you could make money through work, you can whatever, like your life's
fuck.
normal, you can live 60 more years, you don't know what the outcome will be.
That's, I think I immediately jumped to 10
Yeah,
because I will live the fuck
exactly right.
out of this. Wait, so in your 60 years, so I grow old as normal, right?
You grow old as normal.
At
And
my
maybe
rate-
you could get rich. Like
No,
it-
I'm not talking about that. My physical health is going to be gone in maybe 15. I give myself a good 20 to live after this at most.
that's horrendous.
I have the bladder of an 80-year-old. It's over. It just I'm gonna do it.
what? It's all
It's over.
That's all that's wrong.
I
with
wait-
your
bladder
bladder.
disease.
I already have to
It's
wake
over.
up. I have to wake up 3 times in the middle of the night sometimes to be.
How late do you continue drinking, like fluids?
I like fluids.
Have you considered
I
a
stopped
catheter?
drinking anything at like 7 o'clock.
I've had a catheter in me before. That's a story for another time.
What?
Don't
When,
say it, Kev.
how soon to drinking? How soon to going to bed? Do you drink stuff?
I mean, I'd like to have a beer after work. So
I mean, like literally. When is
Yeah,
the
you like chugging
closest-
like
yeah.
a soda before you go to bed,
Yeah.
or
Because I stopped drinking
No.
anything like 3 hours before.
I need
bed
to start
not
doing
because
that,
of
but I like
yeah.
to drink. I'm always thirsty.
Yeah,
So that's the other thing.
I drink
But-
like a shitload of water throughout the entire day, and I'm always like drinking right before I go to sleep, like water.
no, I,
But I never get up to pee. Like it's always
No, I
like I
do.
just wake up and then I have to go. I never
Yeah.
have to like wake up and go to the bathroom. It's
I do.
I do if I drink too close to bed.
Well, that's why I
do.
think I picked
Yeah.
10 years then. Because,
Because of
Because
your
of your
bladder.
bladder.
'Cause your
I mean,
bladder.
but me and my girlfriend, Nicole, we could go see fucking everywhere we want to.
Yep.
Go all over the world.
Yeah,
I could see fucking everything in basically 2 years.
yeah.
And then have 8 years to fucking fuck off and I'm dead. Fine.
you could also do that right now, but you just don't.
Well,
I
he
don't have the
doesn't
money.
to.
Sure, you do.
I mean, I could and theoretically do that. If I
Yeah.
knew, if with the money I have now, if I knew in 10 years I was going to die, I'd do it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
But
One of the things that gives me motivation is just like it's like stupid stories like this. Like there's this dude that it wasn't Uber, it was another company like that, but he signed up for the program and he drove all the way across America, like took a huge road trip across America just by being one of those drivers and just using the money that he got from people that
On
he
the
gave
way.
rides to
Yeah.
across the country.
It's not a bad idea,
Like-
actually.
I just, yeah, but for me, it's not, there's no financial stability and you basically set yourself up for failure for the rest of your
Yeah,
life.
no,
by doing
I
that.
understand what he's saying. Like, sure, you get to enjoy those years, and that's great. But now you've missed 2 years of setting up your career. Now who's going to hire you?
But
2
and
years
that
out
and
of
that's
school,
the
stuff
world
like
we
that.
live in. That we
Sadly,
feel.
that's the world we live in.
Yeah, we
But
feel
the
like
only-
we're failing at doing that.
I understand that because I'm the same way. Like, I feel like I need stability, but at the same time, like, I would love to be that person just, like, doing that shit over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just not knowing what's next.
So what do you pick? 10 or 60?
I would probably still pick 60.
Really?
I want to live a full life, regardless of
I think I could
My
live.
mom-
I have
monetary
confidence
value.
in myself to do something with the
Yeah.
60 without the money.
That's fair.
Because I can make the money myself. I don't need it.
That's fair. What do you think?
I'm in the same boat. I'd rather take,
Some-
assuming I get blessed that my family can live long lives, and if I stay with my girlfriend, that she lives a long life and I live a long life and I'm healthy, I would absolutely heartbeat take 60 years. Now, if you told me that in 8 years I'd get ALS and be decrepit from that point, then of course I'd take the 10 years.
But-
So obviously this question is fun and open-ended because we don't know what it'll be like in 10, 15 years. That's why the answer is hard. But I think at the end of the day, I would stick with the 60 years as well, because I have confidence as well in my abilities that I'd be able to work hard enough and do something with myself. So,
Yeah, I'd roll the dice, and I'd
roll the dice.
I'd want an opportunity at a full life rather than.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you'd get to do whatever you wanted within 10 years, but you wouldn't be able to have a family and watch kids grow up,
That
all
is
that
true.
sort of stuff. You'd miss out on a lot of that.
There's definitely pros and cons to both sides. Like, there's definitely no
I mean,
wrong answer.
and that's
That's
if
why-
Yeah.
that's if something like that you think is in your
I didn't even think about the kids thing. Fuck. Yeah. Having kids, it's tough.
Does that
I
change your
have kids.
answer?
I don't know.
You'd get to see the fuck out of New Zealand, but
yeah.
you wouldn't have a
See the
little
fuck out of your kids.
you wouldn't have a little
Hey,
Brandon
they'd
running
get to be
around.
9 years old.
That is
Kid
true.
right now. Huh?
But then they have to grow up.
Yeah, but-
Now they have to grow up without a parent. But I don't. 10 years though. Do you remember yourself 10 years ago? No, we were fucking 12.
Yeah, no.
Like
I
fuck.
remember slamming
We
my
were
hand
just
into a
talking
thumbtack,
about our
that's about it.
12-year-old selves, and
Yeah.
we do remember that.
Some stuff. Mostly bad memories.
Is that crazy? Is that crazy? That was 10 years ago.
Yeah, it is.
6th grade was 10 years
We're
ago.
old now.
I'm about to turn 23.
Yeah, you're a gross individual.
Literally less than a month.
Yeah. About that.
Yeah. So,
I don't want to talk about that. That's
yeah,
rough.
it's depressing, right?
Oh my god.
I'm an old ass man.
Yeah.
I'm a
10 years ago, so I-
geriatric
Fuck.
freak.
So 10 years, I'd be 32.
10 more years. will be
Oh my! I
32.
could do everything though.
You could. And that's why it's a fun question.
What's scary is when you turn 25 and you're halfway to 50.
That's one way to look at it.
Yeah. But at the same
I'm
time,
not gonna be alive at 50, so it doesn't matter.
Well,
Stop
You're
saying
not
that.
like a heroin addict.
Yeah.
Like, what is your problem?
I
God
don't. I just
forbid.
don't give myself. It's not gonna be good. I have a bladder
oh my god.
the size of a prune. I don't even know how big a prune
maybe
is.
I'd believe it if you still drank soda and energy drinks the way you used to, because yeah, you probably should die. But
Addicted. Yeah, but now that's switched to a
Bear.
cerveza.
yeah, it's probably better for you, to be honest. The way you're
Couldn't tell
drinking
you.
soda
Yeah.
and energy drinks.
That was a fair point. I wasn't too big on energy drinks.
Balls? Volt?
I'll drink the fuck out of some balls. Volt never. I used to drink the Rock Stars and Amp. Amp was the easy go-to because it was basically Mountain Dew.
I've had a few amps in my day.
60, 60, 60, 10. I liked it.
I think that's a pretty good conversation.
All right, we'll be back with the Do You Know, Should You Know by Nick in a moment. Or a day.
Do you know, and should you know, how to do common household chores such as cooking, laundry, etc.?
Yes.
Yes, and yes.
Yes and yes.
I am the stay-at-home dad, and I fucking crush it.
Killer.
I've been doing my own laundry since 6th grade, and I've been cooking for myself.
How do you
Largely
do your
since
laundry?
6th grade.
Do you throw everything in the washing machine and call it a day? Or
So
do
I
you
used
sort things?
at one point in my life I was really good, and now I'm a lazy man with little time, so I throw everything together.
That's fair. That's fair. But you know what to do to sort everything. Okay.
At this point, if you don't know how to fucking do your own laundry at 22, go jump off a bridge.
Yikes.
Pretty aggressive.
It's a steep.
Well, you don't have to do it. Just know how to do it. When people are going away to school and college and they're like, I don't know how to do
Yeah,
laundry.
exactly. There are people that
What does
have
that
no
mean?
idea
You
how to
put
use
it in, you put detergent in, and you hit a button.
I mean, almost at the same time, I feel like that's failed parenting.
Arguably.
Because why are you going to be like... I mean, I guess it makes sense for somebody to ask how to do laundry, but nobody's, like, enthusiastic. Like,
Yeah, no one wants to do laundry.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, we have to
It's
do
a
it.
It's a
As a
necessity.
parent, I feel like that's a responsibility to just be like, listen, this is how you do it.
Kevin.
Well, when I went away to school, obviously I had to do my own laundry.
You just offended Kevin.
I put it off
Until
there was just a giant batch until I had nothing left to
you
wear.
wore that underwear for a week straight. And
I had the pods, so all I had to do was
Oh,
throw
yeah.
a pod in. It was like the easiest thing in the world. Meanwhile, like I had kids that lived on my floor that, they loaded whatever
Dumping
up with
the whole
detergent,
thing
and next thing you
into
know,
it.
there's soap just like pouring out of the
God.
can. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty simple as far as like the washing and stuff. As far as cooking,
It's a little more intense.
dude, I am so limited
Yeah.
when it comes to cooking.
really?
I love cooking.
yeah.
So limited. I tried to cook eggs once. I just burnt them to shit.
Eggs are my
I fucking-
forte.
That is the go-to, definitely.
Eggs are my
Yeah.
forte. I'm
Nice
really
little
good at
omelet,
cooking
sprinkle
eggs.
some mozz on it.
See, I like breakfast a lot, like the food-wise, but I don't like cooking breakfast as much. I like fucking like marinating like steaks and
Okay,
fucking burgers and all that.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
like my
You like the
thing.
grill. You're at
Yeah,
home on the grill.
yeah.
I got you.
Exactly. Yeah, grill's my
Yeah,
shit.
because you cook a lot. Do you cook?
I made a ratatouille once or twice.
A ratatouille.
Seriously,
What?
I stacked it up.
Ratatouille.
I layered the eggplant, the squash, the tomatoes, and there was another thing I forget what it was. I layered it nicely atop the sauce. It's very artisan-esque. I made it for Rachel. Seriously,
I shut down when you said ratatouille. I
It's
didn't hear a
amazing.
word
I'm
after
so
that.
proud of it. I have a picture. I'll show you guys after
Ratatouille.
this.
And she sucked your dick, right?
No,
For free?
Okay.
no.
Why was ratatouille the first thing that came to your mind when I said, do you cook?
Because that was probably the coolest thing I've ever made.
But do you cook anything else?
I mean, not on the reg, honestly. I don't buy the ingredients. If I bought the ingredients, I would. But I don't usually go out and get them.
I love to cook pasta.
Yeah, I'm straightforward.
I mean,
pasta,
I
eggs.
mean,
anyone can do pasta. Anyone
pasta
can do eggs.
is like the easiest. If
I
you
make-
screw up pasta,
I
it's
make
so
no.
wrong.
I'm like when you make the homemade sauce. I talk about homemade sauce. You let the garlic go in first. Then you cook the
No.
sauce. Then you have the meatballs. You might have some pork in there. Let it sit like all day.
Yeah, well, I don't spend the time on that. But
I
if
do that
bought the
I haven't done it
ingredients, I'd be
in
doing
like
that,
probably
yeah.
2 years, but when I do it, it's
Just to go back to what Kevin was saying with his people at his
Detergent.
college, yeah. When my brother was living at an apartment when he went to UTI,
not a urinary tract infection.
No.
Technical school.
he
What up, Spiro?
he ran out of the
kick
the little pods that you put in the dishwasher. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he thought he could just put in dish soap in the
Oh my
in the
gosh.
like the little
That
compartment.
rookie
Yeah.
mistake.
And
Yeah.
he filled that thing up, closed it up, turned it on, walked away, came back in. The entire floor is just suds,
Suds for
everywhere.
days.
That's great.
So I mean, he cleaned the dishes and the floor at the same time.
It's a win-win.
Did he break it?
No,
When?
but that's a shitty cleanup.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it's rough.
My other specialty is the Jersey burger.
What does that entail?
The Jersey
Just a
burger.
burger with pork roll on it.
Jersey burger with pork roll. No,
No.
The
Keep in mind, most of our viewers might not even know what pork roll is.
pork roll is Taylor ham.
Most people might not even know what
If you
Taylor
don't know
ham
what
is.
that is, then fuck off and don't listen.
It's
No,
It's pig feet.
it's a meat that's
delicious.
Comes from pork- from
supposedly
It is
supposedly
delicious.
exclusive to Jersey, which is where
Not
I got it in
exclusive.
Pennsylvania.
I got
Yeah,
it in
you-
In this
Florida.
area.
Yeah.
This area.
I got it in Florida.
Anyway,
It's amazing.
You know the red packages?
Oh,
Taylor
yeah,
ham.
I know what you're talking
yeah, I
about.
found that in one of the supermarkets.
any Hoosers, a
Like
Jersey
Hooters.
burger. The full version is a grilled cheese sandwich as the bottom bun, fried egg, cheeseburger, slice of pork roll, grilled cheese sandwich on top. lately, if I make them, I do a piece of toast on top because 2 grilled cheese sandwiches is too
It's a
much
lot.
with a
Yeah,
burger.
yeah.
When I had to record a video for school on how to cook a Jersey burger, which is cartoonishly awful to watch myself narrate that, which maybe we'll put up on the channel one day as a fuck you to myself. I got snowed in. It was when we got that blizzard last year. And I made 2 of those in 2 days and ate them because I had to record
Wait,
2
is
videos.
that when you were just like chugging vodka?
I was ripping shots. I was in the
Yeah,
hot tub
I
and an
remember
American
those
flag shirt.
videos. I remember those Snapchats.
Not just it wasn't an American flag shirt. It was an American flag like guinea tee.
Oh, muscle top. I looked good. End of
He
story.
was floating in the hot tub on his own with a chain smoking Black and Miles.
Ripping them. No, but I want to cook more. I can't wait till I have my own place one day.
Yeah.
And because that's the problem, because my dad's a really good cook too, so he'll cook a lot of stuff now. But, and I'm also lazy where if it's not like all my own stuff in the fridge, like if it's my stuff and my dad's stuff and whatnot, then I don't feel, I don't know. It's like not as compelling to cook. But
No,
if it's out of straight necessity, like if there's no one going to cook but me, or if like me and my girlfriend, one of us have to cook, then definitely be more inclined to cook. And we started doing like all those tasty videos.
Yeah, those
We've done
they
like
have great
2.
recipes.
We've done like 2 of
Yeah.
those. Those are pretty damn good. I
They're
want to cook more of those.
straightforward and honestly
They're
pretty
simple,
good.
yeah.
Simple and good.
Well, if it wasn't so much money, I would do that. You ever see Blue Apron?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to do
Totally.
that. Yeah,
But it's a
maybe-
lot
Yeah,
of
it's a
money.
little
It's
high.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you add that up, like no,
Yeah.
it's too much.
So
the idea of it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So should people know how to do laundry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's easy because it's
I mean,
necessity.
It's kind of
It's
yeah,
necessity,
it really is a necessity.
But there are some people that just can't cook, and I guess that's why they find a partner. Like you see it in like
But is
relationships.
that right either? Is that right to find
Yeah,
another
I guess
mom,
you find some.
know?
You find your someone to
Well, no, it's
fill your void. It's fine.
it's,
Someone can't cook.
I mean, it's a two
It has to be a two-way street.
like in my household growing up, it was, you know, my mom and dad found out early on that my dad loved to cook, and like
Oh,
you know
yeah.
he did
Yeah.
all the cooking.
Yeah,
and
that
stuff.
was
You know,
it's the
my-
same thing with the Schultzes.
Yeah, like
Mm.
my mom dabbled and stuff with,
Yeah.
you know, she has her own little signature dishes and whatnot that she would make, but you know,
Yeah, my
But
dad
it's a
was.
two-way street. Like
Yeah.
you don't feel like either of them are getting the unfair share of the chores.
yeah,
That's what's important. You know, it's one thing to not be able to do certain chores, but it's another thing to just look for a partner to do all the chores.
Yeah.
So in that respect, you should be able to hold your own at least.
Agreed. Thank you, everyone, for watching and/or listening. If we're somehow able to figure out getting on iTunes, that'd be great. And hopefully, you're listening to it now by the time this goes live. But if you want to keep coming back to watch, subscribe to our channel, please, at youtube.com/4playvideo. We're trying to get better at this as we go each week. You want to be sure to follow us on Twitter as well at 4playvids. That's where we'll post updates of what's going live on each day, what we're looking to do in the future, which includes Let's Plays of video games, hopefully on the weekends, and other projects in the works. Subscribe to our social media channels at 4playvids. That is with the number. Across anything else. Leave a comment below if you want a topic idea or something that'll help us out. Give us some more ideas. And then, yeah, like the video. Share it with your friends. Help us reach a
you.
broader audience now. Fuck you, Nick.
Good day, sir.
Agreed.
Thank you, everyone.
Adios. Thank you guys for watching.
As we learn how to use the equipment, we hope the shows will look and sound better.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and our podcast on iTunes and other podcast services.
see you next time.